Audio 12.4.
There is an island in the South Pacific, about 3,600 kilometers from the coast of Chile, called Easter Island. It isn't huge, and it doesn't have any tall trees, but it has a lot of massive stone statues on it called moai. Most of the moai are over 9 meters tall, and there are 887 of them in total. They were created between the years 1250 and 1500 by the people who lived there, the Rapa Nui. The Rapa Nui arrived at Easter Island from across the sea in large wooden boats. At the time, the island was covered with very tall trees, and it was the perfect place to live. They used the wood from the trees to build houses and new boats to go fishing. There was more than enough food for everybody, and the population grew. Soon, some people went to live in different parts of the island. Then, the Rapa Nui started to make statues. Nobody is sure of the reason for these statues, but some people say that one was made each time an important leader died. The statues were all made in the same place, and then they were transported across the island. Trees were cut down to transport the statues, and as more statues were made, more trees were cut down. In the end, the Rapa Nui cut down all of the trees on the island. This was a disaster. Now there were no trees to protect the land, so they could not grow any plants, and they had no wood to make boats to go fishing. Soon there was not enough food for everybody. People started fighting, and the Rapa Nui began to die of hunger. The population fell from 15,000 to around 750. It was the beginning of the end of the Rapa Nui. Today, the only thing that remains of the Rapa Nui on Easter Island is the moai. But their story can teach us a valuable lesson. On such a small island, it was easy to see what was happening as the trees disappeared. But the people carried on cutting them down. The rest of us can learn from the Rapa Nui. We have already seen the natural disasters that happen when we don't look after the planet. But there is still time to save it. If we start taking more interest in the environment, the same thing that happened to the Rapa Nui may not happen to us.